All right, let's go through this week's request. Hey, Talk Murder to Me, it's Heather. Have you been following the Murdaugh story? There's some crazy conspiracy going on. I know it. Please cover. From Will. Oh my God, guys, you have got to cover this Murdaugh case. I can't believe what keeps coming out about this dude. Next from Carly. Okay, I have got to hear what you guys think about this Murdaugh stuff. I have so many theories. From Sarah. Please cover the Murdaugh case. And Phil says, okay, I have got to know what y'all's take on the Murdaugh family murders are. How is it all connected, and what are we going to find out next? Well, the people have spoken. Murdaugh it is. I'm going to, before we get started, I'm going to read a note from Wolfie. She goes, you can call me Wolfie. Heather. And she is our newest Taco Supremo.
Yay.
Wolfie says, hello to the beautiful, amazing, brilliant hosts of the Talk Murder to Me podcast.
Oh, I already like Wolfie.
My name is Heather. I'm here to tell you something important. I did it. I listened to every episode from the very beginning of the podcast to now.
Whoa.
I listened to every vile killing, every gruesome rape, every horror described, and every tragic death.
Oh my
I have
God.
questioned my sanity, been banned from listening while around my mother, who simply cannot handle all this, and have considered seeking professional help for enjoying this podcast so damn much, but for that I blame you three. This podcast is simply perfect. Just the right amount of humor mixed in with more details than I ever wanted to hear about these many cases I have never heard of. You made me laugh, you made me cry, and in the case of the Vampire of Sacramento, you made me vomit a little bit, but I'm hooked. I'm finally in a position to afford to be an official stalker, and I couldn't be more thrilled. John, thank you for all the work you do researching these stories. It's very clear you care very much about the quality of the content you put out.
Oh.
Nicole, I love listening to your reactions, your laughter, and hearing you get just as angry as me. Plus, it's funny to hear you try to reel John in. Jen, you are my favorite.
Oh my God, yay! Someone said I was a favorite.
You get so passionate when you feel so strongly about a case. I love listening to your tangents and also love how respectable you are to your beliefs. I personally believe that speaks volume to a person's character, so I thank you for that. Okay, I'll stop rambling now so I can go listen to the latest episode. Keep up the great work, guys. And thanks for all the hours of entertainment you've provided me. Your newest stalker, Heather. Feel free to call me Wolfie.
Oh.
And then she has a shot request that is a specific one. And I will pick up the ingredients and I will make that for us next week.
Okay.
Nice.
Isn't that like that made me tear up?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Oh man, that was one of the nicest things anyone's ever said
so
to us.
kind. Thank you, Wolfie.
Oh.
Can you guys hear me?
No, I cannot hear you.
I
What
can't
in the
hear
hell?
me.
Here, say something.
Dee, can you hear Jen?
Say something, Jen.
Hello, I can't hear.
I can't hear you at all. What in the hell?
I can hear you guys. Oh.
There we go.
Oh, you muted me.
Oh, now that's a statement.
That is.
Oh, that was just so
That was so kind.
nice. Damn.
Thank you,
We
Wolfie.
needed that
we
today.
Did. I did. And I have a message that Darren forwarded to me from a fan.
Yeah, thank you so much, Wolfie. Oh, that was just like a ghost. It's supposed to be a wolf. Darren, big shout out to him. I guess he has a fan page for us.
Yes, Darren created an unofficial page for us on Instagram. It's called Taco Murder to Me. It's doing pretty well. It has like 350 followers. So thank you so much, Darren.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's
for
cool.
doing that
That's
for
the first
us.
I've heard about it.
I'm pretty sure I've told you guys about this before. So anyway, so he forwarded a message to me from I can't see who their name is, but it says, "Hi, I've been listening to your podcast for the past 2 months, basically since school started back up. I absolutely love it. The way you describe dark things with a funny twist has made me laugh at random times when it can be awkward. But honestly, I can't hold the giggles back. Like John, I am from a southern town in the U.S. And then in parentheses, it does say John is my favorite. You can see. I hope you guys have a great day and have fun making your amazing podcast. So
right.
Thank you.
He meant to say John is my favorite. Where's he from?
It just said a southern town.
A southern town.
I don't know where they're from. But yeah, so thank you guys. The kind words really do mean a lot. So.
Yeah, thanks, Darren, for putting that fan page up for us. That's pretty cool. I'm off social meds altogether.
Been off for a whole year.
I recently.
I don't miss it at all.
I recently deleted all my email addresses.
And you had a lot. We got to figure out what your accounts are now linked to. Like, did you at least put them to my email address, or are we just going to be locked out of things forever?
I just don't know. I just went off the grid. I'm more and more off the grid. I don't even have an email address. If family, friends, or let's say a debt collector wants to get in touch with me, just go to talkmurder.com and leave a comment.
Pretty soon, John will be out in the woods.
My mom's going to leave one. Call your damn mother. Or my dad will leave one. Call your mother.
Next thing we know, he's got like a tent in the backyard that he's like, all right, let's
like
test
a beard
this out.
that's like Forrest Gump and he goes running.
Oh my goodness.
I want to say big shout out. Obviously we only put one episode out last week. I kind of had an emotional breakdown on the podcast episode, but big shout out to Marty. He says, keep your head up, John. You have come a long way. We don't need another 23 a day club. He's talking about the veteran suicide. 23 a day, or maybe it's 22 a day. I can't remember. Is it 23 a day?
I don't remember.
So 22? Like overall, 23 veterans a day commit suicide. That's what he's talking about. So, and then Tess says, dude, how are you? My vet friends are having a rough time right now, and I'm so sorry. I know I can't do that. I know I can't do shit to help, but at least know that there are a lot of people out there who cares. Get help if you need, man. I totally help you. Oh, no, I don't want to go fund me account. No, that's Tess. Thank you so much for reaching out, Tess.
Thank you, Tess.
Yeah. So, a lot of veterans, I'm just going to say, this whole Afghanistan is fucking a lot of people up, the veterans. Because, it's like, well, what the fuck did we even do that shit for kind of thing. But I'm not going to get off into that. I just wanted to shout those people out.
That's nice. So, thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Crystal also sent a message checking in on you, which is very sweet.
Yeah, I appreciate it, guys.
That's
I'm
awesome.
good. I'm good. I was like in a slump for, 2 weeks, but I'm out of it. Unless Jen says something to piss me off.
Which naturally will happen, but hopefully.
So, anyway, yeah, we're back to the normal schedule.
Should we share that we may be putting out?
No. Well,
now they just hear that we may be putting out. So.
You speak for yourself. I mean, is that something that like married people do anyway? But
we're not that kind of couple, although maybe we need.
Well, it's every Wednesday night, 7:30.
No.
We're also on live chat right now, guys. We're doing this episode live, and so if you're Talk Us Primo, be sure to hit us up. Every Sundays at 1:00 p.m.
Sunday.
Which is slowly becoming like 1:10 p.m. and 1:15 p.m.
We're on time.
I have been on time for the past month.
That's right. Proud of you.
Before we know it's going to be 1 a.m.
Yeah, good luck with that. I'll be falling asleep at the mic. All right, well, time for some shots to keep us up.
Okay, this one's for Stephanie.
All right, Stephanie. Surprise shots, surprise shots. We don't know what they are because they're a surprise. Some type of vodka.
Oh, gross.
Gin.
That's fucking bottom
Gin.
shelf. Who requested bottom shelf shit?
We need to go visit Nipatati.
Yeah, they have a new distillery.
That's fucking
room.
gross. What is this shit?
It was not Nipatati. And you can tell the difference.
What was
it? It was actually a very good gin, but it was, now that we've
Was that what's that?
Botanical?
No, not botanical. The one with the guy on it.
No.
You know what I'm talking about?
No.
No, the gin.
Beefeater.
Beefeater.
No,
It was
this has
not
some
that.
type of flavor in it.
No, it was like a
gross.
very herbal gin. And it was good. Like the guy at Total Wine said, it was a very good quality.
Well, maybe for sipping.
It was not Nipatati quality.
Okay, so this is what I heard this past week. It's a science experiment that we should try.
A science experiment?
Yes. If you put a pinch of salt and a pinch of baking soda and salt, and then some either sparkling water or mineral water in clear in alcohol like gin, vodka, or tequila, it takes the taste away.
Wait, what? Let's try it. We got all that shit. Try it.
I feel like Jen needs to get her ingredients down first.
It's baking soda, salt, and
a slice of bacon.
I'm gonna Google it.
And you're just like a little sprinkle of it?
Yeah, a little pinch.
A little pinch.
I don't know about this. I mean, like, I feel like we should just like sip something if that's the case.
All right.
Anyway,
let's get on with it. Welcome to Walmart. Welcome to Walmart.
Do you have any stickers for me?
What do you mean stickers?
They hand
Smiley
out
face
smiley
stickers?
face stickers.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, they used to.
Welcome to Walmart. My name is John. I'm here with Jen and Nicole. I put all my sources, photos, videos, and sources and voodoos. What the fuck is wrong with me?
Voodoos.
I put all my sources, photos, videos on talkmurder.com. Welcome to Talk Murder.
I feel like I just had a lot of booze on an empty
I
stomach.
know, what the fuck? Honestly, yeah.
We didn't even drink that much.
I know, what the fuck?
That gin really went right to me.
Do we have any like coffee liquor? I need to wake up.
I think we finished the Kahlua.
Well, can we do one more shot?
I cannot do another shot.
Well, I want to do a shot.
Do we have liquor that he can put in his coffee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we've got a little Bailey's.
Yeah, put some of that. No, put some of that thing that Dennis likes in there.
Bourbon.
Wild turkey.
Is it wild turkey? Mm-hmm. No.
I think you finished the wild turkey, actually.
We'll put something like that in
We may
there.
have some Southern Comfort, though.
All right, tonight we're gonna do a menagerie. Oh, that's a good word.
Yeah,
menagerie.
I'm glad you didn't fuck that word up.
Yeah.
Because I was worried you were going to say menage a trois.
Yeah, and I was like, no.
No? Nope, that's
sorry.
not what we do here.
Tonight we're gonna Baines it out.
No.
Tonight we're gonna do a menagerie of murders,
Oh, I like that.
but we're gonna save the Tuesday murder because it's another one of those fucking depressing ones. What the fuck? What is wrong with me?
I feel like
But one
every
of the
case is
episodes
depressing in
this
some
week
aspect.
is a wild ride.
Yeah, so
Like
Nicole.
Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
Yeah.
So here's what we're gonna do.
That we should call it that. Mr. So-and-so's Wild Ride.
Yeah.
So we got a couple episodes this week. We have the one with the Bulgarian stripper that I mentioned last week that I haven't put out yet. I put that out. Nicole's going to start us off and tell us what the fuck. Why are you looking at me like that?
Me?
Maybe
Yeah.
she does need another shot.
What do you mean I'm going to start us
You're going
off?
to talk us about the Murdaugh case.
I didn't think I was going to talk first. I thought I was last.
What's the difference? You're going to
If
like...
you're not first, you're last.
I mean, might as well
Well-
do it now.
Okay.
Mr.
So,
Murdaugh's Wild Ride.
She's going to tell us about the Murdaugh case.
Murdaugh. Right? Murdaugh?
Murdaugh murder.
Murdaugh Inc. Oh, that's what we could call it.
Oh, shit. That's a good one. So, if you guys don't know, I don't want to fucking do this case. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. So, we live in Charleston, and this is one of those old money cases. So, if you don't know, and I'm sure it's like this other places, but Charleston, there's two types of money here. You have the shipping money, the influx, the industrial money that's coming in, and then you got the old money, the money with
Where the name has a Rutledge or a something
Ravenel.
type. Yeah.
So we have bridges and buildings named after slave owners from 300 years ago here. That's old money, man. So this case right here is a part of that old money. I hate that shit. I fucking hate that shit.
The good old boys.
The good old boys, man. I can't stand it, and it infiltrates Charleston, man. We have bridges named after fucking people.
They're also featured on a show called Southern Charmed.
Yeah, no shit.
I've never seen the show.
Really? It's like one of those.
Do you watch it?
I don't watch it regularly. Like I've seen a few episodes, but
I don't do like reality TV.
No.
But I will say my guilty pleasure is Outer Banks.
have you watched it?
Which is filmed in Charleston,
Right.
not the Outer Banks.
Right.
And there's...
Is it good?
Yeah. Oh, I love it.
Season 2 is good too.
So good.
It's filmed in Charleston.
So good.
It's filmed in Charleston with actors from California. It's not fucking Charleston, man. If they
No,
don't
but
talk,
it's filmed on Shim Creek. The
they don't-
restaurant that they use is the Wreck.
Yeah.
if
Love
they
it.
don't,
Wait,
if
they
they
use
don't
the
talk
rack?
like me,
Yes.
if they don't talk like me right here,
Oh, please. Well, it's supposed to be set in the Outer Banks, not here, but they film it all here.
if they don't talk like me and have their first cousins on speed dial, then it ain't freaking Charleston, man.
Well, I'm just saying, we
yeah,
tried.
that sounds fake. That sounds more like you faking it.
That sounds like a Georgia Southern.
Today, Nicole's going to tell us about the Murdaugh case, and
Murdaugh, Inc.
But this is literally like a Lifetime movie.
It is. So I will say I don't go into the office a lot, but I needed to go in Tuesday and Wednesday this week. And I was bombarded with questions as soon as I walked in.
How did it feel walking into the old building?
Weird. My desk had been given up already.
Oh.
So, but it's okay. We're
But you
eventually
would
going to
have
move
a new
buildings.
office. You'll have a new office and everything because you're a director now.
I'm fancy pantsy.
She's a director.
I
Fancy,
am
fancy.
a director.
But I don't have really a space right now, but that's okay because we're going to eventually consolidate to one building. So I was in, and like as soon as I walk in the building, a couple of folks were like, I need to talk to you. I was like, okay, well, this is
Great.
probably not off to a good start because I work in HR, so it means something bad has happened. She's like, I need to know what you think about the Murdaugh case. And I was like, well, we actually haven't covered this yet, so I don't really know anything about it. Like, we're told not to watch the news. But Heather, our other really good friend of the show, has been so obsessed, and she's like, you guys have got to cover this case. This was like 2 months ago. She was like, there's something up here.
Well, it was interesting as soon as the first couple of murders in the family happened.
Yes.
Yeah.
There were a few folks who were like, I could hear, it's funny. You can hear like it's echoing because there's not a lot of people in the office. They're like, oh my God, we have to ask Nicole. Like, yeah, with her podcast, like she's got to know. And I could hear them talking, and then I get a ping. So I have a question for you. I'm like, sure, what's up? Like, tell me what's going on. Good to see you. And they're like, what are your thoughts on the Murdaugh case? It's like, okay, I'm glad we're not talking about work. Thanks for not adding to my plate. But let's discuss Murdaugh, Inc. So
That's a good name. I'm glad I
Thank
came up
you.
with that shit.
thank you. And this is
Mr. Murdaugh's Wild Ride.
yeah. So okay, so this is not a Charleston based story, but it is South Carolina.
I do want to say real quick, that's true. No, none of us have heard of this fucking asshole down here, man.
No, he's not a prominent attorney in Charleston.
Well, they
or
keep
anything like
saying
that.
they keep bundling us all together.
They are
Because they're not
there's
far from Charleston.
yeah, they're closer to Beaufort.
Yeah.
Beautiful Beaufort. Which fun fact about Beaufort, that's where a lot of Forrest Gump is filmed.
Holy shit, yo! You put a lot in here.
Sorry.
Damn.
First, you're complaining about not having enough booze, and now you're complaining about having too much
I
booze.
can't win. Anyway, so these guys are closer to Beaufort, which is really like about an hour and a half away. And so this family, the Murdaughs, Murdagh,
Murdaughs.
Murdaugh.
Murdaughs.
Murdaugh. Murdaugh.
So they have a history of being the males in the family have 3 generations of being prosecutors for the county.
County solicitors, right? But that's what he was?
Yes, so they were the prosecutors.
Hey, real quick, guys, go here to talkmurder.com and just fuck me, man. Talkmurder.com/Murdaugh. And we have a whole blog post here with pictures y'all can check out. So Marty's already on it. I ain't gonna read what he wrote. Well, let's read it. This case is very, very deep. Yeah, he likes them deep. All right, let's not read what he wrote. But go here and share this, please. Like this is a long read article. It's is pretty well researched. So
Anyway.
that was my plus.
Okay, so the family is a prominent family in the local area. Not here in Charleston. Don't know the Murdaughs. Don't know them. But Charleston is like, there's not a huge population of people here, so it's small. Still small town vibe.
Low country, we can call it.
Yeah. So these guys are living closer to Beaufort, this is the generational.
This
line.
is the prosecution line. They're all named Randolph. Is that it? I'm sorry to cut you off, but this is the grandfather, the great grandfather, the grandfather. I mean, it's passed down. The state prosecutor or the prosecutor for this district. That job is passed down.
It's not necessarily passed down, but they all became attorneys.
Yeah.
They all got the job. And when you are a prosecutor, apparently they're like, you get to know the people in the same field, right? You get to know the police, you get to know the judges, you get to know everyone that's working in the court system.
It's kind of like the education system.
Yeah. Everyone's
knows
connected
everyone.
and everyone knows everybody. So this is a powerful family in that area because the prosecutor is a big role. And you get paid good money. They're pretty well off, and it's 3 generations now of doing this. So in June of this year is when this case really got thrust into the spotlight. But there are several things about this case that go maybe like 5 or so years back. So starting with what made this case blow up, there was a murder, where the wife of Alex Murdaugh, who was the current prosecutor of Beaufort County, his wife and son were murdered in their estate. His wife was shot with a shotgun twice, and the youngest son, Paul, was shot with some sort of semi-automatic weapon.
Yeah, and right here you see this is their, what is it, 1,700 acre farm or something?
Yeah,
like that?
1,700 acre estate. I mean, it looks like there's like 2 properties on the estate, maybe 3. Big piece of land, rural. It's a rural area.
Yeah, Colleton County. That's where. Go ahead. Sorry.
It's Hampton is the town.
Yeah, that's some old tradition down there in Colleton.
Hamden.
That's the name of the town where I went to school, but in Connecticut.
I want to say I'm not 100% positive. My facts may not be true, but there's 2 cases that ended up in Colleton County that we discussed. Brittany Drexel was brought down there.
Oh, yes.
I think.
Brittany was she was McClellanville area,
sorry.
so that's northern.
And I want to say
this is southern, south to us.
I want to say the girl from South Carolina that got in the Uber.
That was Columbia.
Yeah,
but she was brought down to Colleton, right?
Oh, interesting. I don't remember.
And then there was that remember, if you remember a couple years ago when we around the time that we went, one of the times that we went up to Easley for the hurricane, there was that young girl.
Oh God, that was.
Remember, she was from Colleton County.
Fucking devastating.
Oh, the Casey.
Yeah, Casey.
The girl that was like.
Well, Casey was the town.
3 years old.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was awful.
Casey, the town Casey in South Carolina. We always just stay away from there because there's a lot of cops down there and they pull you over for all kinds of shit. I mean, it's like, officer, come on, man. Everyone here is swerving. All right. And you going to pull me over?
I got pulled over the other day.
In your new car?
Yes.
Again?
No.
You just got pulled over.
Okay, so the first time that I got pulled over recently was because I had the expired registration.
And it was on your old car.
Correct. I got pulled over the other night because I didn't know that I didn't know that my lights were not on. I had my daytime running lights on. I got pulled over by a state trooper. And she's like, and it helped that it was a brand new car because I was like she came over, this state trooper who I know I have seen shop at BJ's before because I saw her and I was like, I've seen her at BJ's before. And so she's shining the flashlight on me and I'm like trying to open the window and I'm like, I can't find the right thing. And so finally I figured it out. And then she was like, new car? And I was like, yeah. And so she was like, did you know that you're running with your daytime lights on and not your headlights? And I was like, no.
What?
Yeah. I don't know.
There's daytime lights?
Are they set on automatic?
Now they are.
There's daytime lights?
I didn't know that either.
Running lights and yeah.
Isn't that what the sunshine is for?
I don't know. I don't know. Apparently I didn't have my lights on. But like I was like, okay, like so she didn't give me a citation. She only gave me a warning, but she was like, and then she was like, you need to get more familiar with your vehicle. I was like, thanks. So
holy shit.
But then of course me being me, I was like, do you shop at BJ's? And she's like, no. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. Like you just look like an officer who I've seen like shop at BJ's. Like, but I know it was her. Like I have seen her. Like you're telling me unless she has an identical twin sister who shops at BJ's, like she was just so like, no. I was like, okay, well, sorry. Like, I was just trying to make conversation. Apparently, she did not want to talk to me.
She has a Costco sticker on her car. Fucking BJ's. Are you serious? Well, you probably think I shop at Walmart too, right?
But then she was like, no. And I was like, I'm sorry. Like, I just said, like, I thought you were just an officer who shopped there. And then she was like, oh. And then she, like, walked away. And I was like, okay, well, sorry. I wasn't.
Oh.
But anyway, so yeah.
Did you get a ticket or not?
No, it was just a warning. It wasn't a citation or it didn't.
That's good.
Also, I need your help putting my temporary license plate on because
Because you don't know how to get a screwdriver and lefty loosey.
Don't be mean. You know you love the phrase, I need a man to do it.
I don't love the phrase. I just hear that all the time.
I didn't say that,
because Nicole's like, I'm going to put this together. It takes me longer to put something together when I have to retake it apart because Nicole put it together wrong.
Okay, well, I'll just put the on. I just need to borrow a screwdriver then. That's how you can help me, is give me a screwdriver so I can
I don't lend tools.
Anyway.
I think I have one of your wrenches. I have it in my car because I found it and I think it's yours. It's a Cobalt.
Yeah, it must be. Yeah. Okay. So, so in June of this past year, right?
Yes, 2021.
The mother and son, and it's the youngest son, I think there's 3 sons, were shot dead. Kind of made it seem like there are 2 shooters because 2 different guns. And people mostly thought like, well, these guys are prosecutors. Maybe this has something to do with the people that they like put in jail. You know, they're coming back for revenge, yada, yada, yada. Well, okay. But Paul, the youngest, the one who was killed, was actually facing a reckless boating charge. And he was, I think, still awaiting formal sentencing at this point in time. And so Paul, the youngest son, had kind of like brought disgrace upon the family, if you will. So back in 2019, it was in February of 2019, he and a bunch of his friends, they were out in downtown Beaufort drinking and having a good old time. They were at a bar. They went to a convenience store, and there's, cameras of them buying a whole bunch of booze. They get on a boat and they're drinking, and they think there's like 6 people on this boat. And he was very intoxicated, and someone is tossed from the boat.
So this is him coming out. You see how drunk this dude is.
Oh, so he's at an event.
Yeah, he's like 19, and there's 5.
Oh, he's in the Patagonia there?
Huh? This is him right here.
Okay.
Look at him walk. That's how I've seen Jen do that same walk. when
Today.
when we're going to Taco Bell, she does that same walk.
We haven't been to Taco Bell forever.
So they're drinking. They get on the boat. This is February 24th, 2019. And they are in the Beaufort River. They enter Archer's Creek. And the boat collides with basically like the I forget what it's called, like the ramblings of the bridge.
Yeah, the supports of this bridge right here. It at about 30 miles an hour, I think it was going, which is fast for a boat. It just slams right up in this fucking bridge.
So a couple of folks, I think, were thrown off of the boat, but
Everyone was thrown off the boat.
But one person in particular was missing. So they call, obviously, 911. They try to get a search to find this missing person. And it took a week for them to find the body of Mallory Beach, who is 19 years old. She was going to USC. And it took them a week, unfortunately, to find her body.
She was actually sitting on her boyfriend's lap simply because she was scared because he was driving so erratically. So fast and so erratically because he was drunk. And I'm not even talking about just drunk. 0.238.
Wow.
He was
That's wasted.
fucking wasted, yo. I mean, that is...
3 times.
3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Also, since we're kind of talking about this real quick, you know the dude from Shark Tank, the bald guy?
Yeah.
It's Kevin
O'Leary.
Kevin O'Leary. Yeah, so his wife just killed 2 people.
Oh my gosh.
In a boating accident, and she got off scot-free. So I don't know. I wasn't going to do that case, but she had just got got off scot-free. So I don't know if that's a money thing or whatever. But apparently, I don't want to say that, she did anything wrong. She hit a boat that didn't have its lights on, which you're required to have your lights on. But they didn't test her for alcohol. Well, they did eventually, and they did find alcohol in her blood, and she told the judge that she drank vodka after the accident, which is kind of like, no, you didn't. Just fucking fess up, yo.
But apparently the nerves. Could be.
Apparently it wasn't her fault. So I'm not going to cover that case. Just want to throw it out there because I did some research on it. The boat she hit didn't have any lights on.
Well, so in this particular case, what's really interesting is I don't think this was in the 911 call that they made, but afterwards there was a recording of someone. They were talking to the police. So this was one of the male passengers, and he said, Alex Murdaugh, the prosecutor? And the cop said, yeah, I know him. And he said, that's his son. Good luck. As in, good luck putting this guy, giving a charge to this kid.
Which is fucking true, man.
So he was charged with, I think the charge was reckless boating is the term. And he was still awaiting sentencing when he was murdered. But there was something in that they found in the boat when they were investigating, or not when they were investigating the boat, but when they were investigating the murder in the house where he was killed. There was something there that made them the SLED, South Carolina
Law Enforcement Division.
Thank you, Law Enforcement Division.
Yeah.
That made them reopen another case. That was a hit and run case from another, I think this particular one was from 2015, if I recall correctly. I may not be remembering the right year. Of a Stephen Smith.
Yes.
Who was killed in what was deemed a hit and run 8 miles away from the Murdaugh house back a couple years prior. So there was something there that made them reopen that case. Now, there is nothing that they are saying, nothing's been filed, charged. There's very little information about that. But there is a hit and run case that there seems to be a connection with the Murdaugh family with that hit and run.
Well, you know what it is, right? The connection? It is that they are saying that Stephen Smith is the lover of the older son.
Oh, interesting. They were classmates, right? Buster?
Buster.
And Buster were classmates.
But
I didn't realize that
so
part.
they're saying that that he was the lover of Buster, and that the father was like ashamed of the fact that his son was having an affair with a man. So
interesting. I didn't hear that part.
There's all kinds
so
of
salacious.
shit.
So hang on, but wait, there's more.
There is more.
So there's another death related to the Murdaugh family. The maid.
Yes.
The maid of the house who had worked for them, Gloria Satterfield. She worked for them for 2 decades. 2 decades. She died February 26th in 2018. So this is almost exactly a year before the boating accident thing happened with Paul.
Right.
She tripped and fell.
Tripped and fell.
And
Down the
died.
stairs.
Doesn't that remind you of the owl?
The staircase.
Yeah, the staircase, the owl theory.
I was flipping through my
He's
channels
out of prison,
on,
right?
Yeah,
Yes.
because he
Alfred
took
plea.
the Alfred plea. But I was flipping through the channels on Peacock because you know how they have like do you guys have Peacock?
No, my mom keeps telling me about that.
You should. It's free, and they have like live TV channels. But there's a channel that has Dateline 24/7, and I was flipping through the channels, and that
Even though you're not supposed to. John's like looking at you
No, I
with
don't give a fuck.
daggers.
I was flipping through the
I don't
channels.
care anymore. You can. That's
No, it's not. It's not. They are not all true crime. They have like comedy. Like there's a Saturday Night Live channel.
Oh, nice.
There's like reality TV. There's a Rotten Tomatoes channel. So I was flipping through the channels the other day, and the staircase was on. And I was like, oh, we covered this case, so I can watch this. So I was like rewatching it.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
So so the housekeeper who had worked for that family for over 20 years, she tripped and fell. I don't there's not a lot of details about it, but I guess the Alex Murdaugh, the husband or the main prosecutor had said to her children and gave them advice to sue him so that she could get her death benefits, her life insurance policy.
That's fucked.
But there is something too, we have learned quite a bit about there is a reason to encourage someone to sue, so that if they sue him, then they can't bring future claims.
That is horseshit.
So he advised, I'm like, oh, why don't you go reach out to this person who was a personal friend, help them get a settlement of over $500,000, although they haven't seen any of that
Yeah, the money didn't go to the family.
And he had encouraged them to go ahead and do this so that they get the money. They haven't gotten the money. And by the way, the attorney who helped you go do this is a friend of mine. That wasn't disclosed. So there's something fishy there. Okay, you think that would be it, right? Wrong. So
Wrong. Try again.
So remember, this all really blew up because of the June murder of Alex Murdaugh's wife and son, Paul. The two other sons...
Which may be related to the boating accident.
Because
he was going to get off scot-fucking free.
Apparently, Paul was getting threats,
Yeah, but it took him 2
supposedly.
years to fucking even try the kid.
Well, it's not a speedy process.
We also had COVID too.
Yeah.
It's not a speedy process if your fucking daddy is the prosecutor. Of course not.
Yeah. So...
Because all the appeals and shit, you gotta fucking jump.
So in June that happens, and now the other two sons said that they were posting a reward of $100,000. I think that's the right amount for anyone who would bring forth information about their mother and brother's murders. But that reward has an expiration date. You must bring information by September 30th of this year.
We missed it. No.
We have a couple of weeks.
We still have some time.
We could get it.
We could get it if we have any information about the murders, but it expires.
Let's get that shit.
Okay. And then what happens? So, and then in early September, earlier this month, Alex Murdaugh, who is, again, this is the prominent prosecutor.
Big Red.
Yes.
Yeah, Big Red.
Big Red.
he steps down from his family's firm, the family firm,
Big Red.
to check into rehab so that he can deal with his opioid problems.
Meth.
And then the next day, he places a call to 911 saying he was shot in the head. He was shot in the head by someone driving a truck by, and they had turned around in a church parking lot and they shot him in the head. And then you come to find out that it was a murder for hire gone wrong.
It was his drug dealer.
He wanted his sons to get a multi-million-dollar life insurance policy, but life insurance policies, as most do, have a suicide clause. So he could not kill himself to allow his sons to get the life insurance policy. So he needed someone to kill him. Mm-hmm. And
Didn't work out.
it just didn't go so well.
I mean, how do you fuck up shooting someone in the head?
You had bad aim.
You would think. So there was this whole thing where he was like stepping out to change his tire.
Which, yeah, he would do because, you know.
And someone came out and shot him.
He doesn't know how to change a tire.
But the model of the car that he was driving had run flats.
Plus,
They don't even have to
there
change
you
the
go.
tire.
There you go.
plus he's fucking rich. What rich person changes their fucking tire?
Then
Come
you
on.
find out.
This is where I just called John. Babe, what do I do?
Somebody help me! I have a flat tire.
Do you like the title I put on this blog post?
Yeah,
Yes, I do.
The Murdaugh motors are getting ridiculous.
I do like that. I enjoy that very much.
So,
Yeah, it's already got 14
yeah.
shares.
But wait, there's more.
There's more.
Go ahead, Jen.
You find out that he has been embezzling money from the family business.
Just keeps getting better and better. So he's in bed. So perhaps that's why he stepped down. Perhaps that's why he wanted his sons to have a life insurance policy. And now we wait. He's in jail.
Murdaugh Inc. I love that shit.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, no shit. Jen, you won one of the last ones. I was fucking pissed because I thought it was
The
Nicole's.
Tasmanian devil one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I
good.
thought it was Nicole's. I was like, all right, let's just use yours. And she's like, no, that's Jen's. I was like, fuck.
Because he doesn't like me to have nice things.
It won because you had good ones.
Usually
but
it's
they
me
can
that
be
wins.
repurposed for
Yeah.
other cannibalistic stories.
Correct.
When are we ever going to
Wait,
do one that's based in Tasmania?
What was the one I had?
can't remember.
Yes, you cannibal. Yes, you cannibal.
That's awesome.
Come on,
We're
guys.
just going to
Did you know-
pocket that one for later.
Come on, guys.
did you know-
Ain't no other fucking podcast on the planet that comes up with better fucking titles than we do.
We're pretty creative.
Did you know that they're doing American
Slice,
Crime
slice,
Story based
baby.
on the impeachment?
Ooh.
Yeah, I saw that.
Bill Clinton's
Yeah,
impeachment.
I saw that.
Oh, that's going to be good.
Let's specify. It is good. I've seen the first couple of episodes. It's good.
Already out?
The first two episodes are out on FX.
I did not have sex with that woman.
I did not have relations.
I did have relations with that woman like a day later. It's like, what? Did you get the BJ or not, dude?
There was something to do with a cigar casing there.
Freaking Chappelle has the but we was talking about you gotta suck your dick the way to the top. Suck your dick all the way to the top.
I love Dave Chappelle.
And then the current season of
shit.
American Horror Story, it's called Double Feature.
She doesn't like horror shit, man.
But American Horror Story is different. It's not really horror. It's just kind of creepy.
Maybe do you want to rewatch it for October? Rewatch American Horror Stories?
Dude, no.
I'd watch
fuck,
that.
man. The first season is fucking great. And
I've never seen any of them.
Oh, they're good.
But if you watch them, I feel like I can watch
Yeah.
them.
If I mean, me who like literally had a heart attack at the end of Carrie, can watch them, then you can watch them. But
Okay.
just don't watch season 4 because I know you don't like clowns.
I don't like clowns.
But anyway, season 4 is called Freak Show. And there's the villain is Twisty the Clown, so you won't like that one.
No.
But skip that one. But the current one, it's split up into 2 stories. The first half is called Red Tide, and it takes place in Provincetown.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's kind of cool.
I've actually never been to Provincetown.
Me either. I want to go.
That seems like a fun place to be.
Yes.
Anyway, okay.
A long drive, though.
Yes. You can take the ferry.
Yeah.
So more to be uncovered here because there's still some missing pieces. Like what really happened with the Stephen Smith murder? Mm-hmm. What really happened with the maid? Mm-hmm. What really happened with the mom and son who were murdered? We really covered all of it.
Yeah, I don't want anything to do with the damn murder, man. I don't care about that old money bullshit.
I just think it's interesting because it is
there's just so much.
It's here in our general vicinity.
In the Low Country.
And people like
drama
to see the mighty fall.
The only thing that I knew of was the Stephen Smith connection to the older son, in that they were alleging Paul pushed the maid down the stairs.
So you do watch true crime?
No,
this is everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Is everywhere,
literally,
right here.
I was in a department meeting and they were talking about this the other day. I feel bad for the mother that she was killed.
Yeah,
because I feel like. We don't know much about her, but she was just kind of there.
Did she mean to get murdered? Was Paul really the intended?
Did she mean to get murdered?
Did they intend to murder her?
What was Paul the main target of this?
I mean,
whatever?
so they're like, there's two people because there's two different guns. Like the one guy can't pull the trigger on both guns. If he's got both guns there, he shoots one with the rifle, which may be long range. The next with a shotgun, which is short range. Like what the like. Does it need to be two people? Can't it just be motherfucking one person?
It could be.
Like, it is. Like, it's hard to get two people to kill someone. I mean, it's hard enough to get to convince one person to go kill someone. I mean, that's just fucking hard.
But the question is, do we think that it was murder for hire, or do you think that it was an actual murder connected to the boating incident or other grievances with the family?
Well, so he wasn't even tried yet. He may have been found guilty, but come on, everyone knows he would got off scot-free. You know, his case hasn't come up with the boating thing.
I know. I don't know.
Most likely he would have got off scot-free. I mean, he's a fucking goddamn son of the prosecutor. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he didn't bring that much shame. And the fucking daddy's doing goddamn meth.
But
how much shame and embezzling
thing,
money?
Though. Like, we can't. It could have had something to do with the father's embezzling, the boating incident, the maid's murder, the Stephen Smith murder. Like, there's just so many different ways that this could go. That for their two murders, we already know that Alex Murdaugh tried to get himself killed.
Well, here's one reason I don't want to do the case, because these guys and this drama is directly tied with the motherfucking law enforcement, man. He is the fucking prosecutor. So if there is somebody that goes down for embezzlement and shit like that, there's gonna be some fucking officers involved. Some probably high-level officers. I'm just saying how the fuck it is, man. Good luck, man.
It's kind of like that, the past season of Brooklyn Nine-Nine with Dr. Cox as the lawyer. Did you guys watch the most recent one? It's the last episode. Like it's not coming back.
No.
Yeah. Like it's over.
Yeah.